Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers Beast Machines review. This is a figure that I have reviewed before, but it is such a cool figure that I thought, well, it deserves another review. This, of course, being Beast Machines Tank Drone, and is a much more faithful representation of TANKOR than his actual first toy that we got, which was it was a good figure, but just didn't look anything like it did on the show, which was a shame. So obviously this being a more accurate version, it just looks kind of cool, but it's a shame it was only a basic toy. I believe Generations did give us a deluxe sized version of this, but from what I've seen of it, I never actually bought it. It was a worse attempt than this one, so I never picked that up. It's just too long. I'd love a leader class, a Voyager class maybe, but a leader class would be brilliant, or a masterpiece. That would be something else, I think. But still, there we go. I'm not going to give any spoilers away because we all know that TANKOR is Rhinox from Beast Machines. So there we go. You know, everybody knows that. Not much more to be said about the character really, other than he was quite cool. I like TANKOR in the series. And so the toy is quite cool. He does have some tank treads and he does have some working wheels. This wheel does have a little gear on it. I don't know if you're going to see that too well there. That is for the gimmick in this mode, because if you just roll him wrong normally, he doesn't do pretty much anything there, but you can see this gears spinning just there. But then we push this down and then it does rotate the little cannon and it will fire out the missile somehow. Hey, there we go. I had to go backwards to do that, that was a bit weird. But then when you do it normally, it just will rotate the little gun, pretty much like he did on the TV series. I was actually looking to maybe cutting out some of these middle parts there and then just leaving the three-pronged gun. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so that is it really, not much more to be said about it. You can sort of manoeuvre his head about a bit, but the ball joint it's on is a really strange ball joint. It feels like it doesn't fit on it properly, and just the head always goes to this angle here. Can't actually, you can move it, but it just naturally wants to fit back into that angle. Bit strange. Right, so to transform this guy into robot mode, we are just gonna spin this 180 straight away, and then we're gonna untab these legs and they spin round to here like so, providing you can get them out, and then this red piece, or this translucent red piece, does fit into there quite nicely, and then we come back round to here, and then we're just gonna angle them out like so, giving him that weird chicken leg sort of look. There we go, they fit in there, and then these back pieces will open out and to give him some stability. And once you've got him there, you're pretty much almost halfway done. You're going to open out these panels. These are like his weird armor guard things, and then just bring these arms down. Actually, no, what you want to do first is bring out his little claw hands, like so. Then you can bring out his little hands, and then this whole top section is going to rotate up and round. You can put that on the back and then just flip this head section into place, and there we have Rhinox in his robot mode, and it is a very cool, if a little small looking robot mode, and looks very much like he did on the TV series, albeit with these, you know, obviously it was a Scout. Was it a Scout or basic back then? I think it was a basic toy. So, you know, there's not much you could do with these really. If it had been a larger toy, obviously they probably could have done something. And the same with the legs really. But it's pretty cool. It is cool, and probably same with the hands. They could have done more. I like these little wheels. They do sort of maybe slightly reminiscent of the saw blades that he had. And his chest section is very animation accurate, along with the head, which is more animation accurate. Now the gun on his back, it can stay like that pretty much like when he was just normally standing, and then when you wanted to fire it, you can rotate it up and around, providing you don't smack into his arm guard, and then giving him the over the shoulder look. I always meant to get quite a few of these tank drones. That would have been quite cool. I just never got around to it. Yeah, there's not much more to be said about this really, other than the fact it is a cool little basic toy. I like him. Just needed to be bigger. I was hoping there would be a knockoff or something. That would have been alright. I could have lived with that. Right, now I should have mentioned this at the start of the video, but I am going to do a little bit of what I've been buying lately. I don't do enough of these. I did get something through from Sir Toys today, but I'll show that off in a minute. That's the missile from him, don't want to lose that. Where should we start first? We'll start here with some non-Transformer books. I did get these, which are my DC graphic novel collection. I think we're up to issue 49 now, so I've only got another 11 of this, plus a few specials. And I'm liking these. This one is Another Nail, and this is The Return of Barry Allen. The only thing is with these, which I don't like, there's not enough from the 80s and 90s. A lot of these from the early 2000s, like pre New 52 and like from around 2000. They've been quite cool if there'd have been more sort of later stuff, or earlier stuff rather, because I like that era. Now, I did get my latest issues of the Transformers Definitive G1 collection. I like it how Zord Rider gets his 2 weeks before mine. I don't know why that is. But I've got to phone them up because my one comes with my address without my door number, which is always handy. Luckily, the postman knows me. So anyway, so I've got this one. I got this one, the Iron Fist. I love the artwork. I do have these in that proper comic form, these ones. And I just love the artwork. I love that artwork in these. Fantastic. I love that picture of Megatron just peering under that arch right there. There's some glorious art in that. Love that. So that's that one. And then we've got this one. I haven't opened this one up yet. This is Heart of Darkness. This is more the IDW stuff, which I haven't read. I never actually got this far. So at least I know this is volume 50 and it goes up to 80. So there's a good 30 volumes of stuff that I haven't read. Probably a bit more. Which is always cool, so I can get around to reading them. Right, okay. Anything else? Yes, there was one more thing, but I seem to have misplaced it. Oh no, here it is. I got this a couple of weeks ago off eBay, 25 quid. I've been looking to get this for ages. This is the Transformers Prime EZ collection, whatever. But it's basically the knockout with that weird Energon drill Legion class thing. Because I never saw it over here. It was probably available somewhere, but this is the Japanese version, and it cost me 25 quid with postage, so it looks cool, and I like it, and I wanted it, so I got it. I know I don't really have the money, but I'd sold some stuff on eBay. All of this stuff, apart from the books, I've sort of like just managed to sell stuff on eBay to afford, because I'm not spending money, I'm paying off my debts, which is quite cool. So the first thing, which I do have, which by the time I upload this video, I'd have probably actually uploaded it already, but I did get from Sir Toys the other day. I got, where's his little arm? It's probably in the bag. I got this, which is an Age of Extinction Voyager class Grimlock, but in the newer, what's it? I can't think what the new film's called. The Last Night colours, which is a bit more silver and grey and everything. This leg is a little loose. I'm going to see if I can tighten that up. I'm going to do a review on this guy. I think this is more the ever so slightly oversized version, because I can't understand why they're just. I mean, it might be just the ordinary version. If it is, there's not much in it, so I'm not too bothered. But it does look cool in these colours, much better than the normal colours. And I just could not afford the official one at £30. That cost me $15, so it was about a tenner. All in for that, which is kind of cool. Make sure his arm's still in the bag. Oh yeah, that's right, it is. And then the final thing which I bought, I've got 19 seconds to show this before my camera does cut out, is the KBB model Dirge, or Masterpiece Dirge. I've been priced out of trying to get an official one, so I had to get this. Alright, anyway, this has been Graham the Collector 75. Bye for now. See you next time.